Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching me from. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Thank you for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on in, come on in. Let's discuss an interesting one today. How are you all doing? Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you, thank you. Let me know you're here from the comment section. Say hi to the host. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me today. How are you out guys doing? How are you all doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing friends, amazing family. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah, another interesting topic to discuss. This is Nigerian politics. If you like politics, if you're a fan of what is going on right now in Nigeria, come on in. The door is all open. Come on in, let's discuss, let's deliberate, let's chat today on the latest news making the headlines. All right. How has your day been? My day has been good. I thank the Lord. Yeah, my day has been good. Good, good, good so far. Welcome, welcome back to my live stream. Yeah, I have to say that because I was just live a few minutes ago. Welcome back to my live stream. Thank you for meeting me today. If you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Ife Oyoyo. Thank you for being here. And as usual, I like my live stream to be conversational. So don't forget to put in your own contribution in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from. Thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you for being amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those watching me from Facebook to all of you, come on in, let's discuss. New development is happening right now. If you're a fan of Peter Obi, if you're for or against, let's all come here to discuss. Thank you, Estelle Family TV. Thank you, thank you. Greeting host and everybody in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Come on in, give me a thumbs up, like this video for me, share as well, and let's meet in the discussion chat, okay? All right, so how is your day going? The weather right now is 31 degrees Fahrenheit, so it has popped up by 2 degrees, which means it's getting warmer. It's now 1:32 p.m. my time. It's getting warmer, 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 warmer. All right. Okay, we are set to go. So today I was reading in the news and I read a petition filed by Keyamo. Keyamo is a minister for labor, minister for states on labor in Nigeria. So he is a son, which is this what he is a son, and that means a senior advocate of Nigeria. He has been in legal practice for many years. I remember those days when we were in the university. We used to admire him and his litigation because he was one of the boys that did tutelage under Gani Fawemi. May he so rest in peace. If you're into law in Nigeria, there is no way you don't know Gani Fawemi. His legacy still lives up until now. He started publishing law reports, which gave lawyers, made it a lot easier to have precedents that happen in Nigeria all in one book. He became a very, an easy reference point. He was that lawyer that advocated for the poor masses in Nigeria. So many people know Gani Fawemi, and his chambers then was one of the biggest. So a lot of young lawyers, if you're a law student in the university, if you're in law school about to get your license and certificate to practice, you would want to, go through Gani Fawemi chamber. So Festus Keyamo is one of those Ghanese boys, okay? That was where he got all the accolades that you can actually associate with him in Nigerian legal system from. For the father, he went through Gani Fawemi. A lot of people respected him for that because Gani Fawemi was a thorough lawyer, was so thorough. And also, he fought the government, he fight for the masses, those who couldn't afford legal representation. Gani Fawemi will go on, pick that case, do it pro bono at no charge. So his chambers was highly respected when he was alive. And that was how the likes of myself started, respecting Festus Keyamo at the time. He was a brilliant, I don't know if I would say is, I would say at the time where I know him, he was a very brilliant litigator, brilliant lawyer. But since he entered politics, a lot of things has actually changed in him, because he doesn't see black and say he's black. He doesn't see white and say he's white anymore. He became very controversial in trying to defend his principle. Okay. So as a Labour Party candidate, and the Labour Party itself went to court to challenge the outcome of the presidential election in Nigeria, the likes of Festus Keyamo, they've been in the news back and forth, and on Twitter, fighting the war on Twitter, on social media, actually defending the INEC-elect President Tinubu in Nigeria space. So yesterday, the vice president candidate of Labour Party went on the news talking about the chances they have in court, and also if there is any fate that you could believe that will come out from the court. I watched that news. I listened to that interview and analysis. He was giving ideas to the presenter on how they are about to challenge the election that was held on the 25th in court. He was being interviewed on the charges they filed. He was trying to give an insight to it, stating that constitutionally, Bola Ahmed Tinubu's name wasn't supposed to be in the ballot paper, and they're going to court based on those. So he made a lot of clarification, referencing back to the constitution of Nigeria and all of that. So this morning, Festus Keyamo sent a petition to DSS in Abuja, telling them to arrest Peter Obi of Labour Party and his vice presidential candidate of Dati. So that is the latest now. That happened less than 2 hours ago in Nigeria. That's why we are talking about it today. All right. Thank you, my beautiful friends here. Thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And most importantly, please, please, and please, your contribution is highly welcome. Thank you, Rose Hujo. Thank you for joining me today. You are welcome. Amazing, amazing human being. God bless you real good. And for those watching me from Facebook, don't forget to share as well and leave me your own contribution. So I was listening to the news, and also I read from Nigerian Space this morning. Oh my goodness. I just saw something that wasn't so nice, but that's not the discussion for today. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to that post so we can all read it out together to see what is going on right now in Nigeria. All right. So Festus Keyamo said, petitions DSS demand that they arrest Peter Obi for alleged incitement. And the letter says, Minister of State, Labor and Employment, Mr. Festus Keyamo, the senior advocate of Nigeria, has petitioned the state security services demanding the arrest of the Labour Party LP presidential and vice presidential candidates Peter Obi and Dati Baba Ahmed, respectively, for their comment, which he described is capable of causing rebellion. Okay, that is Festus Keyamo writing. So he said that since the declaration of the presidential election result, the duo have been hopping from one media house to the other, making comments and claims that the declaration of the president-elect by INEC. Keyamo continued to say that these comments and claims are made not just within the boundaries of exercising their rights of freedom of speech and freedom to air their grievances publicly, but they have since crossed the line to call for the outright truncation of democracy by insisting on adoption of other processes outside the contemplations of our constitution. In some cases, their previes have even called for the establishment of an interim government. The latest of such are the comments made by Dati Baba Ahmed on behalf of himself and Mr. Peter Obi on Channels Television on Wednesday, March the 22nd, which happened yesterday. And I was privy to that news because I listened to the news, I watched the news as well, where he threatened that if the president-elect is sworn in on the 29th of May 2023, it will signal the end of democracy. All right. Welcome, 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 amazing friends. Don't forget to like this live stream. Please contribute in the comment section. All right. So I have to pause here so that I can continue. You guys remember on the 18th of March, I was live here when the governorship election and that of State Assembly in Nigeria was happening. We were live talking about what MC Oluomo said on a video that was captured in a video, which is an evidence posted on blogs and all over the internet, where he called his group. And they were making this statement saying that if you know you're not going to vote for MC Oluomo's party, you better don't come out. And they were specifically talking to Labour Party candidates, talking to Labour Party people, talking to the Igbos in Lagos. If you know you're not going to vote for my own candidate, do not come out. Do not come out. I came here on Saturday, the 18th. I talked about it. I said up until the time I was making that live stream, there was no arrest of that MC Oluomo. Nobody has called for his arrest, okay? And then what he did to do damage control was he brought one Igbo woman that he called, they said his name is Iyachukwu. So the woman was claiming that MC was referring to her alone. And it was just a joke. People reported that case to the police commissioner on Twitter, asking him to do the needful, especially the wife of Labour Party's gubernatorial candidate, asking him to do the needful. What the police said was, what MC Oluomo said in that video was a joke. No arrest made. I am so shocking to read. It was really shocking for me. Read that a senior advocate, you remember I made a little introduction about Festus Keyamo, a senior advocate of Nigeria in the person of Festus Keyamo, is petitioning the DSS to go and arrest Peter and his vice presidential candidate over the comment they made on TV, saying that if they elect President, if they elect Tinubu, INEC elects President Tinubu on the 25th of May, that means he will not be a constitutionally elected president. And they gave the sections of the law backing what he was saying. I watched that news. I tried to understand the section of the law in question. As an attorney, a solicitor, and a barrister of Nigerian Supreme Court myself, I don't just take things, I go further to research. So when I read petition by this senior advocate, senior colleague of ours, I was shocked to my bones and my marrow. I said, really, is this man serious? Is this man really serious? How low can Festus go in defending his principle? How low? Tinubu before the election made him election spokesman, campaign spokesperson that's Festus Keyamo. So he has gone to the news. He came to debunk the case Tinubu had in the US, saying that they never charged Tinubu, that his name was not in the court document, that it was the bank account they were charging. He said all sorts. Somebody actually took the pain to go through that court document, section by section. That news and video is all over the internet right now. I even watched it on YouTube in getting it right with Olivia's channel here on YouTube. So that person took the pain to explain section by section how it was a Tinubu that was indicted, not bank account, saying that everything Festus Keyamo said on Channels News at the time were all false. I was watching the video this morning, listening to that video, and if you want to get a hold of that, check out Area Father on Instagram, Charlie Boy. I think his handle name is Area Father. Okay, check him out. You'll be able to listen to that particular video. Okay, Charlie Boy also posted it. A lot of people shared that interpretation step by step to the layman's understanding, so you can be able to understand that legal document that if you type the name of Tinubu right now, it will pop up on Google. It's an American document, it's a public document. Type Tinubu and Chicago case. Tinubu, Chicago case. You will get the whole document. If you can read and understand the law language, you can actually read it yourself to see if Festus Keyamo's defense for Tinubu, when he had an interview with Channel Television, if he was right or wrong. So you would think that these people should allow the courts to take the due process. This matter is already in court. Why not allow the courts to take the due process? What he's calling is DSS to go and arrest Peter. Why intimidation? The same thing they did a day to the election in Lagos, going city by city, doing a trunk cry kind of information. On even the election morning, they were going from Fadei to all the cities in Lagos, telling people, if you're not coming to vote for my candidate, you better sit at home. That is disenfranchising people in their own country. And no police arrest has been made. Then the man I so respected as a law student in the university, I respected Festus Keyamo because I felt he had integrity at the time when he was working in Gani Fayemi's chambers. Anybody that knows Gani Fayemi in Lagos, Gani Fayemi died with integrity that you cannot, it's impeccable. Everything that man stood for was right and right and right. So when Festus was with Gani Fayemi, a lot of us law students at the time who were so happy to read his law cases, we looked up to him. But right now, since he became a politician, he lost that respect. He lost that respect, especially from somebody like me. So I was like, when I watched that interview, I said, anyway, Nigeria, he just came there to bamboozle the presenter because he knows the law. He knows the technicalities to use in the law. The presenter is not a lawyer, so he wouldn't understand much. He came there to dazzle the guy, and even told the guy, I told you this interview is going to be an education. I told you to grab a paper and pen. That is the arrogancy he came to display. But somebody took out time, painstakingly defined everything in that legal document. Everything Festus said, he contradicted each and every one of them, saying that was a lie, that was a lie, a lie, a lie. Watch that video, you'll be able to have an understanding of where I'm coming from. Then come to marry this. Oh, I have some people here. Pardon me, guys. This discussion is getting interesting. Kechi Cynthia, you know I love you. Thank you for always coming here. Treasures G's, thank you, beautiful. Marvelina George, thank you for being here, my beautiful, beautiful people. Rose Hodger, that man can lie for the whole world. You can say that again. You can say that again. You guys are most welcome. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Thank you guys for being here. And for those watching me from behind, please thumbs up this video for me. That's the best you can do for me. Leave me your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel if you're yet to do so. If you're watching from Facebook, follow me as well on Facebook. And you can also super chat the host. That is a way to support what we are doing here. All right. That Festus is, honestly, I am so surprised that this is how I will be looking at Festus in the future. If you had told my younger self when I was in the university that Festus might be talking like this in the future, I would tell you never, never. It's not going to happen. Festus was Ghani's Gani Fayemi's boys. Those people, they have integrity. I have a brother-in-law who is also a lawyer. He went through Gani Fayemi's chambers. Those people, once you finish from Gani Fayemi, may his soul rest in peace, you will be one of the best litigators ever. The guy did not only he also fought the government to make sure they are doing the right thing. He did free law proceeding for people, pro bono cases for a lot of poor people in Nigeria. And when he was, he left a will before he passed. He didn't want anybody to soil his name. So his chambers was closed when he died. That is a man of integrity. He was the one that made studying law for people like me very easy. Instead of you to be carrying those big books, you just go and get law report and see what the case they decided in Court of Appeal, High Court, Supreme Court. Is very easy. He did a serious summary of the whole thing, the issue at hand, the judgment, the hearing, everything in law books. I respect you tomorrow. May his soul rest in peace, Gani Fawemi. So we are looking up to Festus Keyamo. Oh, that guy from Ghani's chambers. Oh, he's very, when you read his cases, the president, the cases he went for, we were happy to read those. If anybody had told me that my future self will come and be doubting Festus because he became a politician, that's when he started changing. He became a politician. He will see something and will not speak the right thing. Why didn't Festus Keyamo ask DSS to go and arrest MC Oluomo? Why? Not even the Lagos state government, not even the police, nobody is talking about that guy. It's as good as that thing never happened. But you came to write a petition that they should arrest Dati Baba Ahmed because he said if they go ahead to celebrate to handle the inauguration on the 29th of May, that means the president will be unconstitutional president because according to the constitution, he stated the particular constitution, section this, section that. The guy did not meet the requirement to contest for election, did not meet the requirement to become a Nigerian president. Because he was referring to the constitution of the land, you said he has incited people to go and do otherwise. Festus Keyamo, you disappoint me, no be small, honestly. I know you're there to defend your principal, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But I mean, integrity still hold forth. Look at me here saying all praises for Gani Fawemi. He's already late, died years ago. But that man held his integrity so high. He did. You can't soil his name. He said no, he's not interested in anybody running the chambers with his name. No, he doesn't want anybody to mess it up for him. So that people like us will remember him as that man that fought for the masses, that man that stood for the right thing. I can't say that now about Festus Keyamo. Since he became a politician, things changed with him. Things changed. I'm surprised he did not ask the DSS like he did today to go and arrest MC Oluomo or arrest those people doing tank cry, telling people in the streets of Lagos not to come out and vote. I'm surprised he did not. How low can one go because you want to defend your principle? How low can one go? The matter is already in the court. You'll be thinking now, let every sleeping dog lie, right? So that we can do what? Let's meet in court. Let's talk about this. File your counterclaim. Let the hearing start. That's what I was expecting from him. Not to come and start doing for distractions. This distraction is to make people lose focus on what is important. All right, let me read some comments, then I will continue. I pity their generation. Honest, they must have bust him over with. Before uncle, now kudi they talk, money they talk. That is what it is. I pity their generation, honestly. Good name is better than money. Good name is indeed better than money. Honestly, you can't even say anything less. But this world we are in, people don't care about good name anymore. They don't care about good name. Mel, you carried a gist about President Trump in the US. He called people to come and protest because he felt he was going to be arrested. People don't care about good name. They just want to use distractions to distract people from being focused. And guess what, guys? Let me finish reading the petition he wrote. He also said, I also have it on good authority that Mr. Peter and Dati Baba Ahmed have calmed some youth in a popular hotel in Abuja with the sole aim of instructing them to push out inciting messages every day on social media in order to cause panic and fear within the federation and to incite people to riot and social unrest. Can you imagine? I submit this petition, that is Festus Keyamo writing. I submit this petition in my personal capacity as a patriotic Nigerian. Indeed, patriotic indeed. That is far from it, Festus, honestly. And the patriotic Nigeria to invite/arrest, interrogate, and after investigation, if necessary, charge both individuals to court, he added. That is what he wrote today. That is what is. I was expecting him to do what? To talk about how they are going to defend the case in the tribunal. He's a legal spokesperson of the party and not coming to form distraction. This case is in court. Let all of us wait until the hearing starts. Somebody that came on Arise Television was making a plea to the judiciary saying that he's hoping and praying the judiciary to televise the proceedings, make it public, so that people will see how the whole thing is being handled. Let it be made public. That's what people should be talking about now, not distractions on how to sway people to start reacting otherwise. People like Festus should be telling people, hold on, they are in court. We are going to defend our result. We are going to defend our win, and not to start forming distractions. All right. I'm going to read some of the comment because the comment section was actually more interesting than what he wrote. One of the people that wrote in the comment section wrote something that was very, very commendable, if I will say. And I believe he's a young man that wrote that. He said, the day you arrest Peter Gregory Obi is the day you understand that it is Obi's word of encouragement to the youth that has been the only reason why youth have not trooped out in their numbers to protest the fraud perpetrated on the 25th of February by INEC and APC and shut down the commercial activities. If you doubt, then go ahead and get him arrested. So you can understand how young people are reacting to this. This guy's distraction is to distract a lot of people so that people will lose focus on what is important. I want the DSS, like he petitioned, they should go and do the needful. But the thing is that they are going to review that interview that the vice presidential candidate had with Channel Television. And if they don't see anything, any reason to arrest, it dies there. But again, this thing is already in the social media. And remember now, Nigerian youth are very aware. They are now informed because they have smartphones. They have social media platforms. They can come there to rant. Twitter, Nigerian Twitter space was one of the busiest throughout this election period. All right. Then somebody said, one of the commenters said, Minister for Labor that puts mouth in everything else but how to pay his citizens. Yeah, he's supposed to be Minister of State for Labor and Employment. He's supposed to be talking about how to take all those people on the streets without job, employment. That's what you're charged for. Minister for Labor, Minister of State for Labor and Employment. Why not focus on giving those boys that we had used during this election as thugs? Why not focus on getting them jobs? Focus on creating employment. Don't cause distraction. The case is in court. Let's wait until the court hearing starts. People should be speaking some positivity into this country and not how to drag and scatter everywhere. All right. Keyamo disappointed Nigerians, especially the legendary musician Idris Abakare's song. I can't even remember exactly what that Idris song said those days, But I know that song was so political that it became a topic of discussion. All right. Let me read another comment. Mavelina said, they will be looking for trouble if they arrest Peter Obi. People will see through their lies. That's definitely gonna happen for sure. So the comments are not interesting at all. The comment section, they were not laughing in the comment section. This particular post got over 2,000 comments, and not even one was in favor of Festus. So they were saying in the comment section, let me read another one. I've read two already. Peter Obi, keep making them restless. Festus, go and arrest MC Oluomo first. And another person say, God of Peter Obi, please take care of his soul. That they don't arrest him. May their BP increase without race. Nigerians, they can make fun out of everything. All right. Let me read another comment. This person said he's only good at writing frivolous petitions. Being a paid employee of the federal government, Festus Keyamo lacks the capacity to act as legal practitioner to another. His action contravenes the rules of professional conduct for legal practitioner. You see, it is also a weak and cheap diversion. What did I say? A weak and cheap diversion. That's what it intended, to divert attentions and discussion from the petition of Peter Obi. This person is so brilliant. Let me even check this person out. Oh, this person is a lawyer. No wonder he wrote this. He's a lawyer. He said he's a lawyer, he's a father, and all of that. Let me read his comment again as a legal person. He said he is only good at writing frivolous petitions. Being a paid employee of the federal government, Keyamo lacks the capacity to act as legal practitioner to another. His action contravenes the rules of professional conduct for a legal practitioner. It is also a weak and cheap diversion intended to divert attention and discussion from the petition of Peter Obi. When brilliant minds are writing, we need to understand and respect that this guy just captured everything I've been trying to say here in just that summation. This is cheap and weak diversion, so that people will stop talking about the petition that is ongoing and start talking about Keyamo. That's what I'm doing now. I'm supposed to be talking about the petition, but look at me, I'm talking about Keyamo. But it's laughable that Keyamo would bring himself to this extent. It's laughable. This was a man I used to respect as a young student studying law in the university. That's why, thank God that growth happens to open a lot of our eyes, especially me. I keep saying here in my live stream, do not make anybody your role model. That person will disappoint you. I guess those that made him their role models will be highly disappointed with everything he's been doing recently. Let no man or woman be your role model. If you cannot look unto your father as your mother as a role model, Jesus is there, Jehovah is there, Allah is there. Look at the religious people as your role, not even your pastor. I'm not saying your pastor as a role model. They are still human beings. You can look up to God as your role model. If you cannot look up to your mother that gave birth to you, that made sure you are well fed when you were hungry, if you cannot look up to your father as a role model, look up to God. Because all this role model, I remember as a young Nigerian law student, I was so eager to read his cases from the law report. He was a brilliant mind. Look at what another lawyer said. He is only good at writing. He is only good. Oh my goodness. This was years back. But right now, see how I'm feeling about him. He just rubbished himself because he turned to become a politician. Rubbished his name and everything he has worked hard for. That's why till tomorrow, I will still make reference to Gani Fawemi. Gani Fawemi, may his soul rest in peace, was a man of integrity, a man that stood for what is right, fought for what is right in Nigeria. If you know Nigerian cases, there is no way you don't know Gani Fawemi. He fought for the poor pro bono, free of charge. He will leave Lagos and go to all the way to Sokoto to advocate for people, to take their cases free of charge. And when he died, before he died, he left a will. He didn't want anybody to soil his name because his chambers was on his name. That chambers, the moment he passed, that was the end of the chambers. I know his daughter is a lawyer in Lagos, but he's not practicing with her father's name. That is a man of integrity. But Festus, right now, oh my goodness. All right, let me welcome some people. Thank you guys for being here. I have a very lengthy one to read. Host, I don't know if you have this group called Anonymous that says things before it is out. If I heard about the group. Yes, I saw it one time before the election. I saw that on social media. They were saying things that might happen after Nigerian election and things like that. Let me even continue. They have said so many things. Even the fire outbreak that happened at Onitsha, they made mention. Are you serious? Oh my God. That means they have some intelligent information and we don't even know who is handling that page. Hey, see, Obina is here. Obina, thank you for joining me today. How are you? I am very well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Telling people not to allow that to happen. You see, Rose, I don't know who is behind that. And I've seen them on social media platform. You see, they most of the things they said before this election, they all happened. Most of the things they said. I wish I can still pull out that the thing they said before the election. I would have loved to read it here. This is clear case of bunk, money talks and BS works. That is the thing. That is what is happening to Festus. Festus is a very comfortable man before he even became a politician. So it goes to show that men are never, when I mean man, as everybody, including women and men, let me use the right word. Human beings are never satisfied when it comes to money. Okay, they are never satisfied. So because of money, this guy is throwing everything he worked hard to even become a son. Money can take people to hellfire, honestly. So like I said before, I read what a legal colleague wrote on Festus. He said that is a diversion, and that is exactly what I said before I got to that particular comment. He is trying to make people to start talking about something else so that people will talk less about Peter Obi's petition. But you know what? We are here. I'll continue to follow that hearing. Definitely on my next live stream, I might be talking about it as well. So if that diversion Festus is hoping to get, we can never stop talking about this election tribunal case that is going on, saying that they did not agree with what INEC did and how INEC declared Ahmed Tinubu the presidential elect. According to vice presidential candidate of Labour Party, he said that that is unconstitutional based on the Constitution and the section of the Constitution he cited while he was giving the interview. So I want to thank all of you for joining me today. Please don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to share. And most importantly, guys, don't forget to leave me your comments in the comment section. Please. When an illiterate becomes your leader, that's what you get. Everyone becomes Mugu. Ha! Obina, you started again. Obina, you've started again. You've started again today. Obina came on my live stream and said things that, honestly, I totally agreed everything he was saying. I was pleading with him to have hope in Nigeria and this election. Now he said today, when an illiterate becomes your leader, that is what you get. Everyone becomes a Mugu. I can't believe Festus is bringing himself to this extent. Honestly, that guy worked hard as a private, legal practitioner. He worked so hard. See what politics can do. Politics can rubbish people. People will lose integrity when they get into politics. And it is what it is. It is what it is. What I'm saying here, one of the reasons why I came to talk about is that people should not listen to that kind of petition because it's a cheap one to divert their attention, to distract the discussion. The discussion is that there is a presidential tribunal going on right now. Peter Obi is challenging INEC with the result, challenging the process, challenging the constitutionality of electing Ahmed Tinubu as the president-elect in Nigeria. That should be what the discussion is all about. That is what the discussion is all about. So whether Festus likes it or not, we are not going to stop talking about it. We'll be following the proceedings as it goes on. We are not going to stop talking about it. This is cheap popularity is trying to get here to distract the young people on the internet. I know the DSS, we're going to review that interview, which to me, there is nothing that Ahmed Baba, Dati Ahmed, Baba Ahmed said that is against anything. He just said that they are going to use every means possible to make sure they defend their case. And they are going to use the judicial processes. And if it means speaking, people should talk. When you feel your right to elect a president is disenfranchised, speak out. Okay, speak. Victor, thank you for joining me today. Sunday, Ifeanyi Sunday, thank you for being here. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys. Victor said the party of APC is a party of crooks. You have every right to say that because what they displayed before our very eyes this election is nothing beyond that. So you have every right to say that. I can agree less with you on that. We saw how they were doing town cry in the streets of Lagos, telling people not to come out to vote if you're not voting for their candidate. That is disenfranchising people in their very country to exercise their civic rights. How would you consider that and not say that there are manipulations, intimidation? How would you look at that and pass? How will you listen to what MC Oluomo said and no arrest was made, nobody was invited to answer to the authorities? How would you not? Then somebody granted an interview based on the constitution of the country, you said the person is inciting the nation. Well, how low can Festus Keyamo go? How low? Because of what they called stomach infrastructure. This is a man that was doing well as a legal practitioner in Lagos. I had so much respect for Festus Keyamo when I was a student in Nigerian university studying law. Those were the people we looked up to in the legal system. When you mention the hot and spicy and interesting litigators, you have to mention Festus Keyamo's name. But do I have that confidence in him now? No. Since he became a politician, everything about him changed. He can go to any extent to defend his principle, which is Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Tinubu got him right by making him the campaign spokesperson on legal issues. And he is using every technicality to defend. I watched his interview that he did with the channel television defending the drug case that they talked about Tinubu and Chicago case. I watched that, I laughed and laughed because what he made me to do was I went online, I downloaded that document. So I was going through the document line by line, reading to understand where this guy was coming from. He was never charged. Tinubu was never charged. It was the bank account that they were charging. I said, sure. He was talking, just using all manner of techniques to confuse the presenter. I was looking at this guy. I said, Chai, Festus, is that what they reduced you to? I felt so sad that a man, as a young Nigerian student, I respected it. We love to read his own hearings, because the law report documents the argument, they document the hearing, argument from both sides, and the decision of the court, and the people that represented the case. So we love to hear his own, hearings. But look at it now, the power of money. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. On what ground does he want to arrest Obi? He said because his vice presidential candidate was on TV yesterday with channel television saying that they should not swear INEC elect a president. When I mean INEC elect, you guys understand what I mean, because it's not Nigerian elect. It's INEC elect presidential candidate Ahmed Tinubu on the 29th of May, saying that if they go ahead to elect him, that is, he will remain an unconstitutional elected president in Nigerian history. That was what the guy was saying. But Festus felt otherwise, trying to find another way to distract people from talking about the election petition going on, to stop them from talking about Peter Obi. Why not be calm? Go to court, challenge the case. They've already filed. File your own counterclaim, saying that this is the reason why you guys believe the election was free and fair, was credible, and you guys won fair and square. That's what I was expecting to hear. Not trying to form another angle to distract people. Anyway, let me go ahead and welcome Agnes Ipe. Thank you for being here. Keyamo should be busy with how to defend his master in court. Exactly. That's what I was saying here since. He should be thinking about how to defend the case before the tribunal, not coming to form distraction. We don't need this distraction right now. But they master the game. They know how to play their politics. They want to distract people. So the less people talk about it, the less the international observers stop watching, because there is another thing making the headlines. And again, I trust Nigerians and Nigerian youth these days. I'm so proud of Nigerian youth. I'm not proud of the Nigerian government, but I'm proud of Nigerian youth that are using their voices to speak when the need arises. And they are doing so very intelligently. All right. Obinna, thank you for your contribution today. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You can't get justice in the jungle. I told you guys the last time, I have 1% hope that things will go right. So let that my 1% hope hold me. And I can't forget what somebody said in my comment section, that we have to be optimistic. And I'm trying to be optimistic, looking onto the judiciary, but I'm only 1% hopeful, okay? Keyamo is the first guy the British and American government should bring in immediately for misusing his position to instigate ethnic profiling and political bondage. I want to believe that's what I think it's bondage that he wrote. Hashtag arrest Festus Keyamo. This person is a youth. He's a youth. That's how you know them. Hashtag. They don't forget the hashtag, the power of hashtag. Youth, they don't joke with them. They know the importance of hashtag do this, hashtag. Thank you, Paul, for joining me today. Thank you. You mean INEC select. Thank you, Abigail, for that correction. It's INEC select presidential INEC select presidential person, not INEC elect. INEC select. Okay. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Ugochukwu said they should arrest MC Oluomo first. That is what they were telling them in the comment section. The comment section, I'm so proud of Nigerian youth. Despite what they did to you guys on the March 18th election, I am super proud that you guys came out to vote. You guys exercise your right. And to the first-time voters, please, don't give up hope. Don't give up hope on election in Nigeria. Please, and please. I know a lot of them are so discouraged. They don't even want to participate anymore. But please, let's hold on to that 1% of hope, trusting God that the judiciary will do the needful. Thank you, Estelle's family. You are amazing. God bless you real good. Festus sign is good at writing petition, not winning cases. Charles Duru. Thank you. Honestly, he's good at writing petition. If you see these guys' legal write-offs there, oh my God, you will like want to be a lawyer. And those were the things when we read them, we're like, oh my goodness. It will ginger you to study harder, to become the best, to do this, to do that. Those that know Nigerian legal system are talking. Thank you, Charles Duru, for this contribution. I really appreciate it. James Gippy, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate you today. All right. So Adegboyega said, I am disgusted anytime I hear Festus talking. He is a disgrace. People like Festus is the reason why Nigerians are not talking seriously anywhere around the world, are not taken seriously anywhere around the world. Child. This one hit hard. Oh, you guys might not understand why I'm saying this. Adegboyega's contribution hit so hard. Because if you look at it, first of all, Festus Keyamo is a senior advocate of Nigeria, and I know what it is to become a senior advocate of Nigeria. Though these days I'm beginning to see some people that are just administrative people and they are now senior advocates. So it's not like when Ganifa Wemidem, Rotimi Williams, and Abakoba, what's his first name? I've forgotten Abakoba, when they were, young and vibrant lawyers. It's not like that time anymore. A lot of things have changed in Nigeria. A lot of, let's say, things have been dropped lower. The standard has been lowered a lot. That some people are becoming Sam, just the main fact that you work in CJ's office, they will make you a Sam. I was like, whoa, that's a fact. A colleague of mine, my classmate, actually is a Sam because he works with the court. I was like, really? Wow. Carlos said it is his turn to be Senate. Thank you, Bina, for bringing this up. Thank you. Carlos said it is his turn to be the Senate president. That is Emeloko. I can't I can't read that. When I read about that Carlos statement, or use of Carlos statement, I really laughed out so loud. You know why I laughed? I was telling my husband this morning. I said that Ojuzo Carlos said that it is turn to become the president. Actually, somebody called from Abia State saying, can you imagine the Carlo won again? Because people, they don't want him anymore, but he keep winning because they know how to win an election in Nigeria. So my husband was like, why is this person lamenting? So did he win? I say, yes, he won re-election back to the Senate. But it didn't stop at that. He now declared that it is his turn to be the Senate president. So what my husband told me, is it now turn by turn? I said, of course, now it's turn by turn. It was Tinubu's turn to become the president. Why wouldn't it be Kano's turn to become the Senate president? Guys, I have to laugh. I don't want to kill myself with anxiety and depression. So I'm happy you brought it up here. It's his turn to be. So my husband was like, are you kidding me? These people, don't they have constitution on how things are done? I said, no. Tinubu brought a new dynamic to Nigerian politics. Because he has sponsored Buhari and sponsored a lot of people, it is his turn to become president. By fire, by force, he must be president. So one of his boys borrowed from him. It is my turn to become the Senate president. Let's see how it's going to play out eventually. We'll be reporting all of that here in my channel. Obina said, I can never die for Nigeria. Nigeria will die for me. I don't blame you. Let me read what Chukwemeka Opara said. Keyamo's call for the arrest of Peter Obi is laughable. After telling Peter Obi to go to court, now that he has gone to court, APC is scared because they know that Peter Obi has a lot of evidence to win the case. That is why he's coming out with this distraction so that the youth will stop tweeting, stop writing on the internet about the election tribunal case. They will now start talking, don't arrest Peter Obi. He wants that distraction. These people are very calculative with what they are doing. They are very calculative with what they are doing. That's just what the whole essence of that petition. The whole of today, this afternoon, that's what is raining all over the internet. They are calling for Peter Obi's arrest, calling for Peter Obi's for what? For what exactly? That his vice presidential candidate granted an interview yesterday to Channel Television, backing his argument with Nigerian constitution. Then you're saying otherwise. It's really laughable, if you ask me. It's laughable. Kosi said Festus Keyamo has a goat brain. He's not lower. he is loyal. His loyalty is to Tinubu, and loyalty for Tinubu's criminal. You can say that again. You can say that again. Thank you guys for being here. Please don't forget to like this live stream. Don't forget to give me the opinion you guys are sharing in the comment section. I love them and I'm reading them out. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I go live from time to time, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I discuss Nigerian politics and every other thing affecting women, children, and the society. So keep in touch with me as always. Chukuma said, I also feel that Festus Keyamo should be arrested for supporting evil as a son. You can say this again. That's what I'm saying here. They have lowered the standard of sonship in Nigeria, honestly, because a lot of people are becoming son these days, and you'll be asking, how many cases have this person won in the Court of Appeal? How many cases did he win in the Supreme Court? How many cases did he even go to Supreme Court to defend? How come they are all becoming sons just like that? The times of Ganifa Wemi, the times of Rotimi Williams, Chief Rotimi Williams, the times of Abakoba, in those times were the times I had so much respect for the Nigerian legal system. I really dreamt of becoming a lawyer. When I got admission to study law, it was like the joyous moment of my life. But with the things we are seeing now, like Festus is displaying, nobody will be encouraged. But I still thank God that we still have good men with integrity. The likes of Falana. Falana is still there. He was there when Ganifa Wemi was making waves in the legal system. Ganifa Wemi was going to court defending the poor, the masses, pro bono. Falana was there, and he's still somebody I look up to. And then Michael, I can't pronounce his name right, the Edo lawyer, he's also there. Those are people that will come and give you some sound constitutional interpretation. But what Festus knows how to do is to write petition. He knows how to put the grammar together, put the law words together, and then you'll be reading it and you'll be like, oh my God, this guy knows what he's doing. But right now, since he became a politician, things change for him, from my perspective. It's not the same eyes I saw him as when I was a young student in Nigeria that I'm seeing him in my full adult age. It's not the same eye. And I will say, if you're looking up to anybody as a role model, this is the time to take a chill pill and stop, because this will disappoint you. Is it how we heard Bola Tinubu telling them during their campaign meeting that if he means snatching the ballot box, snatch it and run away? That's the kind of president INEC selected. If it means snatching the ballot box, I watched the video. Snatch it and run away. There are no integrities anymore. No standard anymore. They want to be president by force or by fire. And they don't want, the thing is this, they will be first shoot you and then ask you not to cry. Is that possible? Buhari told the Labour Party to go to court. They are in court. Allow the court hearing to start. Now you're calling for their arrest. For saying what? And MC Oluomo is still walking the streets of Lagos, lounging in the hotel, getting fresh AC. I can see that Gist Lover is on his case in Gist Lover's blog. But nobody has arrested MC Oluomo. And all of those people that we are doing town cry service on the election day, telling people, if you know you're not voting for my candidate, you better sit at home. No single arrest. Now, let me read comment. Thank you so much, Treasure Gist. Thank you for still being here. I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. Why are they scared of Peter Obi? Nigerians are wiser now. That is the question. Why are they afraid of this man? They should be thinking about how they will defend their case. You know what I was even saying? When I read the charge Peter Obi and Labour Party filed in court, I got some of the charge from, I think it was Rufus Oseni that I got their Arise TV guy. I got it from his page. So I read through, some of those charges we are bothered on the fact that because Tinubu had a case in the US and all of that, he wasn't supposed to be on the ballot paper, APC ballot paper in the first place. So if he's not qualified to run for a presidential seat, that means he has no business winning the election. Then as a lawyer, you're going to ask, if Peter Obi and Labour Party are coming from that direction, the question will be, what is Peter Obi standing in that case? Is Tinubu running? Is he of any injury to Peter Obi? And the answer is yes. For the fact that he is not supposed to run according to the Constitution, if there is any provision in the Constitution that categorically states that, then him being there was injurious to Peter Obi. Those are the things you guys will be hearing in the court. Those are the things. What is Peter Obi's stand against concerning what he filed? And the court is going to be asking, what is his stand? Is any of those charges they are claiming injurious to him from running as a presidential candidate? Those are the law we are looking forward to, not petty and cheap accusations that Festus Keyamo is, rather cheap petition, let me use this word, petition that Festus Keyamo is looking for. We want to hear law and law in its fullness. All right, the solution to Nigerian problem is sell and share the money. Okay, you're a case study, honestly. I should be studying you right now. So they should sell Nigeria to what? To British. British already bought Nigeria. Is what is left that the crumbs that Nigeria has. Who are they selling it to now? Is it to Ghana or to Togo or to Cameroon? They don't have money to buy Nigeria now. So how much will everybody get? You are seriously a clown. Honestly, I should be studying you as a case study. John is saying Festus Keyamo's father and mother will be arrested, not Peter Obi. Please, John, let's be a little civil in our comments here. Let's not take it to their parents, because whatever he's saying it as a full adult. Let's refer to him rather than referring to his parents. I mean, that is disrespectful. So let's not go there, okay? All right. Let me read another one. Money said things are falling apart in Nigeria. I guess Festus Keyamo stole someone's mandate to become a son. Oh my goodness, you guys will not give me laughter today. Hey, Steven, thank you for being here, Steven. Thank you. Steven is an amazing supporter. Thank you so much, Steven. I really appreciate. I'm not African. I'm trying to understand these elections in Nigeria and Kenya. It seems they stolen by corrupt politicians and bribed election committees. Is this impression true? You got it right, Stephen. See the one that happened in Kenya. After 3 years, the Supreme Court of Kenya overturned the election and then told the president he needs to leave because he was not supposed to be the president at the first place. It happened in Kenya, and that was last week that the Supreme Court in Kenya decided that case. So you're not wrong by saying that the corrupt politicians, they bribed the election officers to make sure the result of the election favor them against the will of the citizens. So you're not far from the truth. What you wrote is actually what happened or what is happening. The fear of APC is, in this case, is the petition that has to do with the with the drug case. I know. And that's why these people are hammering on it. I want to believe they are good because it's a public document in the US. You can actually obtain a certified true copy from the courts, okay? And that will give the legal team the form already, in terms of Labour Party's legal team, the opportunity to study the case very well and then find out all the charges that were leveled against him. But I'm going to go back to that case as well because it's in the internet. You can actually get a copy, download it, and see the charges yourself and be able to understand if this was a case. And that was a case that happened, I think, in the 1990s or maybe late 80s. I'm not too sure again, unless I look at the document. So we're going to be looking at it to see if it's good enough to overturn this INEC Select presidential proclamation. So we'll be looking at that all the time. Hey, Stephen gave me super chat. Thank you for the $5, Stephen. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. God bless you real good. Obina said the solution of Nigeria is to sell it and share the money to everybody. Obina, I'm gonna start studying you. You are a case study. You need to be, I need to study you to share, to sell Nigeria, to sell to China. China, of all people. No, no. Amari's Kitchen, thank you for being here. Keyamo is a full and very, I won't read those words here because of YouTube. It is a shameful thing that someone like Keyamo should come out and talk. Shame to him and his generation. Yeah, I can understand how you feel, because when I read it, I was like, whoa, are you kidding me? A son. Ah, that sonship should be revoked, honestly. See you tomorrow. Thank you so much, Rose Huja. I know it's midnight in your place. Please go and sleep, and hug and kisses to your beautiful case and family. Thank you for your support always. Thank you so much. Thank you, Stephen, for this super chat. I really appreciate. God bless you real good. So, guys, I'm happy everybody is talking about what Keyamo is trying to do. He's trying to divert attention. He's trying to distract people. And definitely, we cannot be distracted. Our focus in that my 1% hope I have in the judiciary. I want them to prove me wrong. That, you know what, this election was this. I can't wait for the end of the story. And you know why this is going to happen very soon? This is a proceeding that has a timeline. It's not the one they will keep adjournment. No, they have the timeline on the proceeding. They have 50 days from the day of petition before they go to Supreme Court. So with this timeline, we are going to, so it's supposed to actually, like it started yesterday, it's supposed to be concluded before May, before the inauguration in May. So we are hopeful that my 1% hope I have on the judiciary in Nigeria will yield results. Is 1% good enough? No. Let me give an example. If somebody is going for a cancer surgery, they will tell you the chances are 50-50 or 30-70 or 80-20 or 40-60. But my chances with Nigerian judiciary is 1% over 99. 99 is that they're not going to do the right thing, but 1% is that they might do the right thing. So you can see where I stand. I don't trust the Nigerian judiciary because what? The judges they have there are appointed by Buhari APC government. So do I have faith in them? No. That is my take. But 1% hope that I still have in the judiciary, let them prove me wrong and tell me, you know what, Oyoyo, in as much as you never had faith in the judiciary, we are here to tell you that we are independent and we are going to review this case judiciously and make sure that everything is according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and also according to the Electoral Act of 2022. Prove me wrong, Nigerian judiciary. I'm hopeful that you guys will do that. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. Obina is saying Festus Keyamo is a shame to the judiciary. They should take the wig away from him. One. I agree. I agree. They should fling his wig from him. Host, I beg, no allow Obina make you talk deep talk. Don't mind Obina. Obina is a very funny person, honestly. God bless you. Thank you, Steve. Yes, thank you so much for that amazing super chat. Larry is asking who is Festus. Okay, Larry, Festus Keyamo is the Minister of State for Labor and Employment. And he's also the presidential spokesperson on legal matters for Ahmed Bola Tinubu and APC. So that's who Festus Keyamo is. And also Keyamo is a senior advocate of Nigeria, which is the son, a Nigerian son. And he used to be a person I respected when I was a lot younger. But since he became a politician, he hasn't really impressed anybody. Enyoma Dennis says, Keyamo, how many cases have you won as a son? That's the question I want somebody to help me. I wish I have a lawyer here to help me answer that. I really wish I had a lawyer because he was in Gani Fayami's chambers. They were using his name to make waves when Gani was alive. and all of that. That was when I knew Festus Keyamo. He was a Ghanaian boy and all of that. But I really want to know how many cases has he won in the Court of Appeal and in the Supreme Court. I really want to know that. I might be researching on that to see if I find more information. I told you don't have hope in Nigeria. You will have heart attack. No, my faith in the judiciary is just 1%. So hopefully they will prove me wrong, okay? And that's what I'm hoping on, 1%. Okay? Peter Obi to arrest for what? Okay, they're asking for Peter Obi's arrest because Peter Obi's vice president went to an interview yesterday with Channel Television News, saying that if they go ahead to inaugurate INEC select President Ahmed Tinubu on the 29th of May, that means he's going to become the unconstitutional president Nigeria will ever have, because constitutionally, he was not supposed to contest because of the charges against him and all of that. So he was just stating and backing it up with the sections of the Constitution that stated so. But Festus, it didn't go down with Festus. It didn't go well with him. That's why he started. Festus, you are a disgrace to yourself and your profession. Oh, Mario. A 53-page certified document released by a U.S. court indicated that the presidential candidate of All Progressive Congress, APC, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, was a drug lord convicted in the U.S. You know, when they were still doing primaries, that was when I pulled up that information. It's online. Anybody can have access to it. It's a public document. So I really wish people would go download that document, read more to understand the charges against him, so that you can have, I'm trying to search it up now. That's what I'm doing. Tinubu, Ahmed Tinubu, and Chicago case, drug case in the US. Okay. No, I'm looking for the old, I've seen this one. Let's see. Okay. People's Gazette is the one that talked about this. No, I want the one you can get from the public document is posted online. Let me see. Okay. 56-page document released by District Court headquarters in Chicago. Okay. Okay. Further confirm is okay. No, that is not what I'm looking for. If I find it, I'm going to also maybe print a copy of it and come on a live stream and we'll talk about it. But for the meantime, let's keep our fingers crossed on the ongoing election tribunal case in the court. All right, let's see. I got some people coming here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Harold. Thank you for joining me. Peter Obi is a leader. Oh, yes, you can say that again. Thank you for your contribution. Nigeria is a fake country ruled by Agboros and terrorists. Obina. Anyway, that Keyamo has never been a straightforward person. Mel. Okay, it is no longer news. Okay, let me read this one here. Money is saying it's no longer news. U.S. court releases certified true document, copies of judgment for forfeiture of 460,000 belonging to Ahmed Tinubu for narcotics, trafficking, and money laundering. It is all over the internet, but we need to know what the charges were, the charges against him, to know if those charges stand the chance in the court. That's what I want to read further to get further interpretation to that. So I must commend all of you for joining me today. Thank you guys for being so kind with your contribution today. Thank you guys for making me, laugh as well. Thank you for all the things you shared with me today. And if you're meeting me for the first time, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell to receive my videos whenever I go live or whenever I do a short video. And I must commend all of you, those watching me from Facebook. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for the like. And thank you guys for the share. And thank you so much, Steven, for the super chat. Thank you for that encouragement. I really, really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. I'm going to drink cold water with that. If you're watching me and you're yet to like this live stream, come on now. Just click like the live stream That is a way of supporting me. If you cannot super chat me for hosting this event, like the live stream, share your contribution in the comments section. Let's make it conversational, because it means I'm talking to somebody and they are responding. That's when you chat. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being amazing. I'm going to read 2 more comments on that particular story. I'm going to read 2 more comments on Festus Keyamo's to see Nigerian reaction. Then we'll be tidying up. Okay, so somebody was saying that Labour, that's the Nigerian Labour Congress. Okay, so it's different from a party. This one is the Labour Congress. Is about to go on strike, but the Minister of Labour is interested in presidential election outcome. What a country. Like I said before here, he is the Minister of State for Labor and Employment. By now, he should be busy discussing how the Nigerian Labour Congress will not go on strike. Because if they go on strike, it means that ASU might also join them. The hospital people will go on strike. Everybody will be sitting at home. Government will be shut down. That is what his primary responsibility is as a minister under the Labor and Employment. But rather, he's looking for a way to divert Nigerians' attention instead of focusing on the political presidential tribunal election, tribunal trials that is going on. They should focus on what Festus Keyamo is saying. Let Festus Keyamo do the needful by making sure that the Labour Congress in Nigeria do not go on strike. Okay, some people are saying, real Angela Corrie said, arrest him and see how Nigerians will rise like a volcano. People are really serious with this. The slow walk of a tiger isn't weakness, but calculated accuracy. I like that adage. The slow walk of a tiger isn't weakness, but calculated accuracy. That is another comment somebody's writing here. This man has decided not to rest since after election. Obi is your nightmare. They are referring to Keyamo that the slow walk of a tiger isn't weakness, but a calculated accuracy. So thank you guys for being here. I just love this comment I read here, and I'll be rounding up my live stream in the next 5 minutes. You guys are simply amazing. Thank you for making this live stream very conversational. Thank you for making it very engaging. I can't thank you guys less. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to subscribe so that when next I go live, you get my notification. And as you subscribe, turn on your post notification bell to receive all my notifications. Keyamo is working for the money Tinubu paid him. You are so right. That is the obvious truth. The drug law is the president of Nigeria. So will we change the name? So what name will you give Nigeria now? Elbina, what name will you give Nigeria now? Keyamo, you are a double failure. Chai, Enyoma Dennis. You just finished the work. Double failure. Keyamo is a double failure, guys. Thank you guys for joining me. So I will be rounding up on today's conversation, today's live stream, with this comment from that Keyamo's thing. The comment says, a slow walk of a tiger isn't weakness, but a calculated accuracy. And he's referring to, for the fact that Peter Obi is not there shouting and screaming and all of that does not mean he doesn't know what he's doing. He is being calculative. He is doing what is needful. He's in court already. I am so grateful they filed this petition right on time. That petition expired yesterday. No, it expired today. Today would have been, either yesterday or today was the 21st day from the time the result of the election was declared. I am so glad they filed the petition. It is up to the court in Nigeria to do the needful, to interpret the constitution, and also give meaning and give some hope and keep Nigerian hopes alive. Festus has nothing to offer. He is a failed son. Chooks. I don't want to see people hurt, but I hope that volcano rises. I know. I don't want to see anybody hurt too, but man, sometimes the Bible says, if you're a Christian here, the Bible said the kingdom of God suffereth, you know what? And they take it by force, okay? I don't want to state the whole words here because of YouTube and Facebook. But the Bible said the kingdom of God suffereth, and they take it by force. So you guys already know what I'm trying to talk if you're a Christian. All right. Let's see. Thank you so much, Mel. Thank you, Marvelina. Thank you, Moni. You're a very beautiful lady. Thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate. Let's see what else Mel said here. Marvelina said, host, hope okay. Yes. I'm fine. I'm working with time because I have a child that just finished from school and she's going straight to the library. She'll be finishing in the next hour. So in the next 20 minutes, I should be at her school to get her. So that's why I'm trying to tidy up today. Also, Mavelina, I was live before. I did 1 hour before this one. So I still have just that my 2 hours window, 2 hours, 30 minutes window, which I'm working with, so it doesn't conflict with every other thing I have. All right. Nobu said Igbos are just deceiving themselves, trying to set up fight with Yoruba in Lagos and Hausa Fulani. Nah, the problem. Hausa Fulani can never vote. Okay, I can see this person is a very tribalistic man. I'm sorry, I don't welcome tribalism in my channel. I don't welcome bullies in my channel. And for that reason, you are blocked from my channel, okay? So I don't welcome bullies. I don't welcome tribalistic people. Not for me, not me. I don't have a pathway. So you goodbye. Keyamo is an also will be arrested. Okay, Ezinwa, thank you for joining me today. Choose Keyamo is very stupid without sense. You guys need to get to the comment section and read the reaction of Nigerians. You guys need to. Nigerian youth are not smiling. They know what they are doing. They are just listening to Peter Obi. That's why there are no protests everywhere. They are just coming down, waiting for the court to decide. And I must applaud them for being very gracious with their time during the election. They came out, they supported, and also thank them for their patience and also heeding to the advice of their leader. Like somebody said today in my comment section that Peter Obi is a leader, as in he indeed a leader. He's asking them that they should relax. We are going through the due process of the court. I want to believe that the court system is still independent. But if you ask me and ask for my opinion, I will tell you, I do not believe that the court system is independent. I do not have any hope that anything good might come out of the court because I want to believe that in Nigeria has also happened to the judges. When I mean Nigeria happened to the judges, meaning that maybe they've also given the judges money. We saw how money was flying up and down in Nigeria. And when you talk about money, we're not talking about Naira because Naira has no value. We are talking about dollars, how they caught somebody with $500,000, how somebody paid $170 million. Those were what we saw in the news that played out. So we know how money flies, but I don't want to believe that anything is going to happen, but I want to keep that faith. I have 1% hope in the judiciary, and I need them to prove me right that the judicial system in Nigeria is independent and they're going to uphold the Constitution as their watchword. All right. Nnamdi Obinna is saying, let's tell ourselves the truth. APC is the worst government Nigeria ever produced. Almost all the members of the APC, no one has certificate. Wow. No one. Wow. That is serious. Obi is a leader. Leader is in Obi. Absolutely. Oh boy, you guys are so interesting. I love the engagement. I love the interaction. You guys are so interesting. I'm smiling and waiting for the judiciary and the DSS. I'm waiting for them too. I'm waiting for the judiciary to do the needful, to do the right thing, interpret the Constitution. That's just what I'm waiting. And I hope they will have at least one judge in the judiciary or two that will dissent if every other person is agreeing that APC won. Let them have one or two dissenting voices. That's just what I'm asking for. One person that will say no. Just like what happened in Abia State. We all saw what played out in Abia State. Let me even use that as my summation today. Abia State election was conducted. They counted all the votes. All the local governments, they reported all the numbers. The next thing they were hearing, they don't want to declare the election. They now told the electoral officer in Abia State to make sure that she follow the INEC chairman's order on handling the collation. That is, she has to work with the INEC chairman order on handling the collation. The woman said no, that she wants to do the right thing. She wants to declare this election based on the results she has in her hands, not based on any letter coming from Abuja. Let me see if I can read up that woman's, I hope I still have it, because we receive information all the time. So I hope I can still get it. Oh, if I don't get it, if I find it, I might post it on my community page. If I have. They said, let me read it out so that we can all read. The presiding officer in Abia State, I'm sorry, had this to say: I am Professor Nenna Oti from Afipo. I am the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. The people's mandate shall stand. She also said, I have spent all my adult life in pursuit of ideas of good governance. We shall stand by these principles. The pastor in me, she's a pastor in a RCCG, and the mother in me will not permit me to do anything that will adversely affect the future of our children. I shall do the right. I shall do right by God and by man. Then she shook and surprised everyone in the hall. She said that INEC chairman Mahmood Yakubu personally called her, that's her what she was telling the people in the audience, and gave her directives on guidelines to follow in ensuring that Abia governorship election results were collated based on some criteria that on her own she has decided that the will of the Abia voters will not be subverted under her watch. So that is the returning officer of Abia State. So instead of following the directive from Abuja, she used the documents, all the voters submitted to her, what she collated for the state of Abia, and declared the winner of that election. And that happens to be the man on my community page here on Facebook, here on YouTube, on my both channels. That is the man that was declared the winner, and that was the will of the people. So in as much as I have my doubts about the judiciary, I want to hold on to my 1% of hope that somebody will have the kind of integrity that this particular returning officer of Abia State has. Let there be one judge, 2 or 3 or 4 judges that will say, not under my watch, that the future of my children, of our children, will be jeopardized. Let there be people like that in these hearings. Let there be judges like that in the Court of Appeal and in the Supreme Court. That is my hope. That is where I'm hanging in my hope. And I'll be closing today by thanking all of you immensely for supporting me today, for your contribution, for the super chat. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that super chat. Stephen said, I hope this judiciary has not been bribed also. Stephen, that's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying. I hope they have not been bribed. I hope, and I hope, and I hope. I hope all the people are still in one piece. I know where you're going, Mabelina. They are still in one piece. We haven't had anybody disappear. They are good. My sister, we still have problems in Igbo land. The terrorist in Imo State, he go get water, some cake in, Obina, I think God beg you. I think God, we are asking for peace, and for peace to reign, and peace alone. This was the lady that was on yesterday. Yes, the lady declared the right person the winner of the election, And that is the final. Nobody, because she did not follow the call, the directive issued by the overall chairman of the electoral of the election. Rather, she followed the will of the people by declaring the election based on the results that we had all submitted to her. That was what happened in Abia State. That is how elections should be. That is how leaders should behave. This is to show that a lot of results were compromised. Absolutely. And I want to believe that the Labour Party will also use that in their court hearing, this woman's speech that she gave before she declared the election, so that they will know that INEC actually gives directives to the states to do the results according to their own criteria. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys especially for joining me today. God bless you guys real good. And join me again on Saturday for another interesting conversation. You guys are nothing but so kind. Kind with your contribution, kind with your time. And if you're yet to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well. And make it a point of duty to check my notification to make sure you have notification on while you subscribe. Please do that for me. Amazing fellows. I really today. I really enjoyed today's conversation. I really enjoyed today's contributions. I really enjoyed today's engagement, but I got to run. And I hate to go when I have a lot of people watching me. Unfortunately, time is of essence for me. I need to go now because I have a 12-minute drive to go get my kid from school. All right. Thank you guys for being so kind. Until I see you guys, I am on Instagram. Yes, money, I'm on Instagram. Same name. Okay. Oyoyo Sword. Oyoyo Ndoki's Kitchen. I'm on Instagram as well. I look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday. Thank you guys immensely for being here. And like I said, I don't take your love for granted. Your contribution today blew my mind. Thank you guys for your positive energy. And for those that came with negative energy, I'm sorry I had to block you guys because I don't entertain bullying of any kind. I don't entertain using bad words on people. Until I see you guys on Saturday, okay? Saturday is going to be let me see the calendar real quick. Saturday is going to be the 25th. I do come earlier on Saturday in the morning before my family wake up. So until I see you guys on Saturday, remember, you all owe me one thing. And the thing you guys owe me is to love yourself enough. If you have enough love in your heart, then you can be able to love me, to be kind to me. Be kind enough to yourself so you can show kindness to your neighbor, show kindness to your co-worker, to people in the marketplace. Be kind to yourself enough so you can show kindness, even towards me, just like you guys showed me amazing support and love and kindness. Until I see you guys next time, remember, kindness is a muscle. Get one. Bye-bye all. Thank you guys for being amazing.